Look at that. Okay, there's the outcropping. When you're driving around or coming up from the state park, that is the Pilot Mountain, that giant outcropping you see. Lots of, it looks like turkey buzzards or something up there. They're flying all over the top. You can see those little black dots up there. But this view, here it comes. Well, good morning. I'm doing something I've been wanting to do for a long time. This is Pilot Mountain State Park, and I have wanted to hike up to the top of Pilot Mountain for a long time. I've always wondered, is this where Andy and Barney talked about Mount Pilot? I've always wondered. The little historic town of Pilot Mountain is just up the road a little ways. But this looks like this is going to be a great climb. I'm currently at about 1,100 feet. Let me pan around a little bit. The trail is, I got a lot of elevation here. I'm understanding that certain sections of this can go, over 20 degrees. So there's going to be a stretch here a few times. But it's late September. Isn't it gorgeous? We've had plenty of rain, a lot of green. The little valleys here are just stunning. Look at that. Isn't it beautiful? Beautiful. Trail, easy, well marked. If you can kind of make it out, right over in that area is the big parking area in this beautiful, beautiful state park visitor center at Pilot Mountain. Well, I'm going to get the heart rate up a little bit, continue up the trail. I'm in sleeves right now. I got a feeling these things are going to be shedding a little bit. But I think this is going to be a beautiful hike today, and I'm really looking forward to getting up on top of Pilot Mountain and seeing what the views look like. I bet they're pretty. Everything is marked really, really well. And, you've got plenty of markers along the way. Here's one of the things I'm noticing. Look at the acorns. They're everywhere. I'm talking about thousands and thousands of acorns coming out of these beautiful trees. I haven't seen the squirrel family yet, but I imagine they're around here somewhere. I hear them up in the trees. So as I continue my little stroll, let me show you what I use for hikes. And I have found these two tools invaluable. This is hikingproject.com. Love this site. And you can do a search for the area that you're in. Here's the one for the Pilot Mountain Loop. You can see it's talking about it intermediate to difficult. Gives recommended routes. Gives pictures that people have taken. I'll submit some. And then it gives you what they call the GPX view. Now you can download this file. And this is where it really gets interesting. This is an app called GPX Viewer, and I just don't think I'll do a hike anymore without using this app. You can use things like Garmin's and things like that. And Hiking Project allows you to download the GPX Viewer file, the .gpx file. Very simple, tap it, download it. And then I open up my GPX Viewer app, and you can see where I'm at and where I started. And you'll see here the route we're going to be taking today. We're going to be going up in this area here. And this gives me both that safety of knowing I'm on the right trail. I've had instances where I've been hiking and there was a turn and it wasn't well marked, and I got a couple hundred yards down and thought, something doesn't look right, and looked at the viewer. And I had to backtrack, and if I wouldn't have had that, I'd ended up who knows where. But if you're hiking, look at hikingproject.com, not sponsored. Look at GPX Viewer, not sponsored. But two of my favorite tools. You can find easy hikes, and they'll say easy, just little strolls down to the waterfall. Or you can find what I call some hiney burners. This one's going to be a semi-hiney burner, I think. Got a little stroll where I get to go down a little bit. And we'll check some elevation here in a little bit and see how much we're climbing. It is going to be a constant climb. I can't get over all up through here, the little valleys down here, and they're just so green and pretty. Just gonna be a beautiful day. Beautiful day for a hike. Well, so far, these are huge. Look at the size of these acorns, they're massive. One hasn't dinged me in the head yet. It's just a matter of time. But again, the squirrels are up there looking for breakfast. And one of these monstrosities slip out every now and then. Either that or they're trying to nail me. It's not gonna be funny, squirrels. Seriously, it's not gonna be funny. I didn't realize this was part of the mountain to the sea trail. Look at that. I learned something. And it looks like you can continue to drive up to the summit up here. And I'll show you that shortcut as well. This is the old historic original entrance to Pilot Mountain. That's what that place is right there. All stone fixture. Don't guess it's used anymore. From the former private owners. Joan, look at this. The Beasley family owned this. Joan is a Beasley. I wonder if that's a long lost cousin, honey. I'll let you know. All right, we're continuing on, going across the road and head on up the trail. This is one of the things I like about the state park trails. You can see here, we're continuing up what they call the grindstone trail. It's heading up to the mountain, to the peak. And you can see the arrow to the mountain trail. If I wanted to go down here to the creek, I could do that. You know, arrows, marking the spots on the trees, just makes it easy, easy. And then this is kind of unique. You know, I can look here and here's the trail map. You are here, started down here, and I've made it up here. And we're going to be looping around and coming up here to the top of the mountain in a minute. So I appreciate that. Thank you, North Carolina State Park. Even though I have the app, it's nice to get some confirmation as we go. All right, we're going to continue up the trail on this stunning September morning. Cool breezes, acorns falling out of the tree, squirrels chattering out in the distance. Oh, that's perfect. Climb hasn't been too bad so far. We started at 1,100 feet. We're currently at 1,400. How does the old song go? Slow down, you move too fast. You got to make the morning last. So, following that rule, I just like to slow down and see the pretty wildflowers as we go along the way. It's not the, for me, it's not the race. You know, I can run up this thing and miss all the pretty sights along the way, and I'm just walking in this big expanse of just wildflowers just all over the place. Just those little treasures along the way that I enjoy. So whatever created the Pilot Mountain rocks and formation, over time I'm starting to see a lot of, you know, a lot of rock now, a lot. And the trail kind of threads in between it. Some of these rocks are quite substantial, boulders per se. They're probably rolled off the top of the mountain at some point in time. You can see some of those here. Some of these are just giant outcroppings that popped out, and whatever, you know, kind of cut this little ravine down through here at some point in time, brought these big whoppers down here. Look at this guy here. He is a big fella. Maybe from the ground to the top up there, I'm guessing maybe, I don't know, 20 feet, something like that. You can't quite make it out on the elevation from the camera. I'm gonna say maybe, this is a guess, 20 something degrees. It's steep. It's what I call a hiney burner. It's these things where you have to pay the trail to be able to see the sights. So I'm paying the trail right now. And at this 1,800 foot mark, the trail's really getting rocky. Just beautiful. Look at those pretty outcroppings. Just gets more and more as we go higher. And the rock starts getting exposed, this higher elevation. I have a ways to go, but I'll show you the views that are starting to come about. It's getting prettier and prettier the higher we go up. Just breathtaking. We haven't quite reached the top yet. We've made it to Three Bears Gully. See what this is about. Got a feeling we'll see some pretty views from here. Oh yeah, gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Oh wow, look at this. Oh wow. Three Bears Gully. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Oh wow. That is some kind of pretty. Wow, wow, wow. We're at about 2,100 feet. We just came up from the trail right over there. This is a little picnic area that you can drive up to. I think they call this the summit, I think. See some parking up there. I'll show that to you when we get up. But this is the little picnic area. It's got a little covered pavilion, lots of little picnic tables, and folks are over here enjoying a little picnic out. We're gonna continue on up the trail here. You can drive up here to the summit. We've hiked. And I'll show you the views from here. They're really spectacular. Here's the summit. There you go. Look at this. Isn't this incredible? That is Yadkin Valley. All the vineyards down in those areas. Stunningly beautiful. Look at that. Wow. Just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Here's the other side. You can see up here from the summit all the beautiful farms down there. It is beautiful up here. Just beautiful. All right, coming up from the parking area, you can actually come up here. It's not a primitive trail. It's all paved and nice to come up here and get some of the views. So we'll continue on up here and see what we can find. Look at that. Okay, there's the outcropping. When you're driving around or coming up from the state park, that is the Pilot Mountain, that giant outcropping you see. Lots of, it looks like turkey buzzards or something up there. They're flying all over the top. You can see those little black dots up there. But this view, here it comes. This is going to take us right up at the very top of Pilot Mountain. and I hope give us the big views. So we'll see. A few steps up here to get to it. I got a feeling this is going to be a good payday here. I can't wait. Oh, these views are amazing. There you go. There it is.
You ever go to the Ivy Bluff Trail eastbound?
No.
It's part of the Pilot Mountain
Okay.
park section there.
Yeah.
Cool thing is, so you go to the end of Shoals Road and there's
Well, I'm leaving the parking area, the summit up here, and all those awesome pictures that you saw, all that great video up at the top. Wasn't it fantastic? All right, I'm going to go back the way I came. A couple of reasons. There's so many more trails, so much more time that I could spend here, but I'm running out of time today. And I'm going to just go back the way I came, and downhill most of the way, so it's going to be a pretty fast clip. We climbed from right at 1,000 to 1,100 feet down at the base and made it to the top at 2,600. And it wasn't bad. Now here's the good news. Here's the really good news. If you have mobility issues and you want to see some of these fantastic views, you can drive up to the top. You won't see the pretty sights on the trail coming up that I saw, but you can still see what you can see driving up. And there's plenty of parking, at least today on a Monday. I got a feeling the weekends are pretty busy. All right, I'm going to be hitting this at a fast clip, getting down to the bottom. I'll see you down at the end. You can see there's buzzards, you can see them. Look at them, can you see them up there? Look at that. They're all getting ready to migrate down to South America. And they're headed south. So they're just kind of hanging out here for the day. That's kind of neat. You saw them over at the knob, at the big view. There he is. Look at him, catching the air up there. That's pretty cool. Kind of interesting to be this close to them, right here on this rock face. They are having fun catching the wind today. That's neat. Look at him catching the thermal. That's awesome. The leaves haven't started yet. Still a little bit early, but there's a few trees that's giving us just a little bit of a tease on what it's going to look like. Just the slightest little tease of color. You can see them. And I think that's a maple. You can see them just barely over there, and they're just letting us know that fall up here when the leaves change are going to be some kind of pretty. I'm seeing little spots all up and down the trail of the little maples and hickories that are down in the lower parts, and they're turning, and just kind of giving us a sample of what this area is going to look like in just a couple weeks, and it's going to be incredible. Well, I had a great time on the hike today. I just checked my stats, over 17,000 steps. That's a lot. That's a lot. It was super. We started right here at the Pilot Mountain Visitor Center, and then hiked up the mountain up there. Didn't get to go on top of that, but they call it the Hanging Rock, I think, is where we were standing there in front. You saw the pictures for that and the video for that. Incredible. Just an incredible place. I love doing these hikes. They're so much fun. I hope you enjoyed. If you haven't subscribed, do so. If you like this type of stuff, give me a thumbs up down at the bottom. I love doing it just as much as I love RV life.